This may be long, but it's definitely the last. I've become quite angry, arrogant, confused, and frustrated. Can I tell you about addiction for a moment? I remember the beauty of being a child. I remember my brother Vincent finding a wallet and it had quite a sum of money in it. And when he handed it in, Dad gave him a $5 reward. And I didn't understand why he got a reward. I asked, why is he getting a reward? Because he gave all the money back. And I was like, but why is that reward worthy? Like, that's what you do. You find a wallet, you give it back. And when Mum explained to me that some people actually would steal the money, I didn't understand it. No, I thought, you give the wallet back. It's not your money, you can't take it. I love that innocence in that kid. Fast forward 30 years and that same innocent kid is stealing $7,120 from his best mate's safe to go and gamble. That's addiction. And then when you lose all that, the only way you can get it back is to go steal some more and gamble it. But what's worse is you win it all back, but you can't stop gambling. That's addiction. Addiction is knowing you've got to get up and mow the lawn, but you watch TV for 14 hours anyway. That's addiction. You're putting on weight. I'm 95 kilos and I want to get fit, but I keep eating that sugar. That is addiction to me. That is hell on earth. I've found many a wallets in my day and always given back with the money in it. Unless I was in a state of addiction, I'd always gamble that money I found or use it to buy drugs. If I point out the worst of me, every one of those incidents was when I was in a state of addiction. State of addiction for 30 years. I did 3 plant-based medicine retreats. DMT, dimethyltryptamine. And I'm not an addict anymore. I wouldn't dare steal money anymore. I wouldn't lie to cover up the fact I've just lost my whole pay for the month, which is $6,000 at the Brisbane casino. I won't do that. I've lived hell on earth, which is addiction. And now I'm starting to create heaven on earth with an amazing bunch of people. When we have a problem, we talk to each other. When we don't understand, we sit down and explain what's going on. I received one of the most intimately plutonic hugs I've ever received 2 meters away from that girl's boyfriend. And there was no jealousy in that guy. That's heaven on earth. And I've lived in hell on earth for 30 years. I tried everything to stop gambling. I went and I swore on my mother's grave that I would never gamble again. That's addiction. I see it everywhere. Now that I'm not in a state of addiction, I've started fire twirling. I've started drumming. I've started playing the guitar again. I'm shit, but I've started. I've started singing on retreats. I've started creating music. I'm training my ass off to play a game of football that I walked away from because I was an addict. I wanted to get up and go for a run, but I went to the casino instead. That's addiction. I have met the most amazing bunch of people on my plant-based medicine trip. I can hold a beautiful 24-year-old girl and she can know I'm not sexually attracted to her because she's talking to me about the trauma she experienced, and all I'm doing is loving her because I know where she's coming from. Ayahuasca, in case you did, what counselling couldn't do, what swearing on my mother's grave couldn't do. Yes, I still take substances, but I never crave them. I never go out of my way to take them. I never steal money. I went to the pokies the other night. I went with $100. I spent $10 and I walked out. Instead of buying my son Blake Christmas presents one year, I gambled that money at the casino. That is addiction. And I hate myself for that. I fucking hate myself for that. Ayahuasca's taught me to forgive myself for that. My dad and ayahuasca has taught me to forgive him for that. I've hated my dad for 18 years, and ayahuasca has taught me to love him again. Psilocybin has healed my body quicker than anything I've ever experienced before. And these drugs are deemed illegal. I don't understand that. These plant medicines hail from tribes that do not have words for suicide, addiction, or depression because they don't exist. We are very easily controlled when we have weak minds, weak bodies, and weak spirits, and that's what this society has designed us to do. When a plant like cannabis is outlawed, people have spent their lives in jail for dealing marijuana, which is a plant medicine. But it was deemed illegal because people could make more money out of oil and cotton. This is a sick world we live in. And through plant medicine, I started to discover some beauty again. I do not want to name and shame any of my family for the wrongdoings they've done. But I have found so much healing when my sister Laura Bernadette tells me that she has forgiven her father for what he put her through. I'm arrogant and pig-headed because I want everyone to experience that, because it's been beautiful for me. And I've been an ugly person. I've been a liar. I've been a cheat. I've been a thief. And ayahuasca and acacia turned me back around after 30 years of being a shit cunt. I swore I would never re-enter my son Blake's life again until I could be a positive influence on him. 11 years went by. I'm so confused. I just want everyone to experience the beauty I have experienced. And for that, I've pushed and pushed and pushed. And that was wrong. And I'm a fuckwit for that. I explained to a woman over 2 lunches what Acacia, how it has cured my addiction. I really thought this woman got me, especially when she was very close to me. I have no idea why, but this week she started to ignore me. She cracked the shits when I asked a favour. I don't understand why. I've explained to her what this does to me. I've felt ignored in my family my whole life. That being the youngest of 14 can bring. Beautiful person has taught me though that I only felt ignored because I chose to be ignored. And I did not want to be ignored this week. Choosing not to be ignored anymore was a massive step for me. And this week I chose to be ignored again by a person very dear to me. And by the time I got to speak to her, I was so fucking angry with her. I called her every name under the sun. I don't understand how we can live in this world. You hate someone at some sort of level and you disagree. You go down that path and it creates countries that blow each other up. You could create a society of love and understanding. I once read a quote many years ago that if we could teach yoga and meditation to everyone at the age of 7, we would eradicate. There's a very good chance we could eradicate violence in the world. I've experienced that. Through yoga and meditation, I learned to forgive people. Yes, I get angry again. I want everyone in the world to do yoga. I'm yet to meet a person who does yoga and meditation and says it's fucking shit. I wish I didn't do it. I meet a lot of people who drink and take drugs and have massive regrets over that. I meet obese people who regret that they're fat. I don't understand this world we live in. We have so much potential for so much beauty. We can create heaven on earth. That's what 5D is about. I don't even know what 5D is. But it's about creating heaven on earth, and we can do that. But we can't do it while we're a bunch of junkie addicts. We can't do it while we're alcoholics or addicted to shit food. We can't do it when we can't look in the eye that someone has wronged us and say, I'm sorry, I fucking love you. I'm sorry I sexually abused you as a child. I'm sorry I used to beat the fuck out of you. I have found so much healing with those words. So for me, now I say goodbye to my biological family and my adoptive tribe family because I'm so confused by both of you. I started this journey because I wanted to be a better man for my partner. This journey has lost her. I don't want to live in a world where cigarettes and alcohol and pharmaceuticals are legal because people can profit off them. And beautiful medicines like psilocybin, ayahuasca, and cannabis are deemed illegal. I don't want to exist in that world. It's hypocritical and it's ugly. I just want to make the world a better place. And my place has been made better by amazing people. People who forgive, people who communicate. I want that for everyone, but I can't force it. Now that I've pursued it too hard, I've lost it myself. I've lost my dream girl, the most important woman in the world to me. I'm frustrated, I'm confused, I'm really upset, but I'm also really sorry. Until we meet again. Queensland. This is not a suicide note. I just want to be alone. I don't understand people. I'm trying to bring beauty and I'm an outcast. I don't understand. I know I did it the wrong way, but my intention was pure. Goodbye.